Everybody in life is absolutely out of their minds. I mean, everybody is pretty much miserable. Everyone. Y'all know me, I'm old school. Got a very old soul. I ain't gonna say very old, but old soul nonetheless. So I watch a lot of YouTube. I watch a lot of old YouTube, meaning a lot of nostalgic type of videos, stuff from back in the day. For instance, just growing up in Philadelphia, and seeing Philly in the early 90s, the early 80s, even going back to the 70s. I'm a weirdo like that, you know? Just seeing life, how it was. It could be just people walking up the street, up and down the street. People actually took videos of stuff like that and time capsuled them and bring them out for people like me that actually like that type of stuff. And you could kind of see like a jubilant look on their face, a jubilant look in their eyes, whether it was kids, adults, white, black, it didn't matter what race. People were people, it seemed like. People had hope. They believed in something and stood on something. Whether they opened their mouths or not, you could physically see it in their aura. Now it's like nobody's happy. Whether you rich or poor, because the first thing people gonna say is money makes people happy. I know people with money that is just as miserable as the rest of us. It ain't a money thing. I used to think that. I used to think these days and time is stressful because of the economy and because of the cost of living. And don't get me wrong, those things play a part. But overall, it's not that. It's not that. Because most of the people you see that's happy is faking happiness. That's social media. You know, they go on social media and it's like a highlight reel. It's not a low light realm. It's a highlight realm of a compilation of all the highs in their life, whether they going on a trip or they just got finished shopping, but they're not going to show all those low points and the fact that they somewhat miserable. And it ain't just them, it's everybody. Something has changed. Something has changed in the world to make us lackluster and lethargic with our daily routine. And I don't like it. I don't like it this way. To keep it real, I don't. Everybody's entitled. Everybody is like divide and conquer. When you look on that, and I'm gonna go to it. I really think it's the internet. Mainly these. It's my work phone, but these phones have gotten people brainwashed. I mean, we got a whole generations with an S, growing up on these. Anything they need is about this. Anything they need any task they gotta handle is about this. Anything they want to find out is about this. Anything they want to hide is about this. It's wild. It's wild to think about. People wasn't programmed back in the day. I mean, literally, it's all on YouTube. Y'all can pull them up. I look back on the days of yesteryear and lived in the days of yesteryear. I was young, but I was still a human being with feelings and emotions, right? And it's a pure contrast. It's from one end of the spectrum to the total opposite. You can't compare it. You can't compare these times and old times as far as the way of life, the way people embraced other people. Don't nobody want to be bothered with nobody nowadays. And people can look at that one or two ways. They can look at it as a good thing. All right, I just stay in my lane. And I get that. But why? Why are you staying in your lane? There's a reason for everything. People are just different, and I believe technology got a lot to do with it. I don't know if the pandemic played the event in it. The fact that we had to be hunkered down in our cribs. The ones that could work, went to work. The ones that had to work from home. And then the ones that lost their jobs. Because a lot of people lost their jobs during the pandemic, just lost their jobs. But I don't necessarily know if it's that either. It's something that has gotten into people's minds that's making their whole thought process just away. There's no social contact besides social media. People get together still, obviously. But it ain't the same. It ain't the same. The attention that one needs, the validation that people grasp onto and wear like a badge of honor, that never was a thing, not to this level, not to this magnitude. And people gonna think I'm talking about dating. It ain't just dating. It's the way of life. Of course, dating. People don't even want to date no more. Let's keep it real. People don't want to date no more, and there's a reason for that. People are different. It is a different way of thinking. Everything is on the surface of what popular opinion or popular belief is, or whatever social media spills out there that's supposed to be the way to go. Not just with dating, with life, with work, with socializing, with family, with everything. Everything is, this is how it's supposed to be. And you follow this template, and if you don't, you're an outsider. That's BS. It really is. It's BS. It make you wonder what. And I don't see, here's the reason why I'm throwing this out there. I don't see it being reversible. I don't see like what's going to happen for all this to change. Technology is at an all-time high. Social media is at an all-time high. The have and the have-nots is at an all-time high. Racial injustice and racial problems, period, on both ends is at an all-time high. I see it getting worse. I see it getting worse and worse and worse for generations to come. Our grandkids, our great-grandkids, worse. People don't want to be bothered. And like I said, I do get it to a certain extent because the times we living in is somewhat crazy. You don't know what type of angles people coming on. But at this magnitude, no. I dare one of y'all to walk up to a complete stranger in any setting, male, female, whatever. Walk up to a complete stranger and just try to have a general conversation with them. Try to have a general conversation in whatever setting, work, wherever you at. But a guy up to a complete stranger, they gonna look at you like you got 9 heads. They might call the cops on you. I'm talking about just an honest social experiment. Just try to have a general conversation, not hit on them, not say nothing ultra aggressive. I'm talking about, and this it could be male or female. They're going to look at you like you crazy first, and they might call 911 on you. You like, damn, I was just trying to spark up a conversation. I don't mean no harm. That's what we living in right now. That's how on edge people is about opening up socializing or whatever. They'll socialize on this though. They'll tell you anything you need and show you the whole world on this thing. Oh yeah. But no, that human to human contact, it ain't happening. You're a weirdo, get away from me. Oh, I just asked how was your day going? Wait a minute. I just said beautiful weather we having outside. I don't, you don't have to call the cops on me. And that might come out as to be funny. That's serious. You try to walk up to a stranger if you want to and have a conversation. I challenge you to it. See what the outcome be. Watch how cringe the outcome be. You can be like, well, damn, all I said was, hello. How's your day? And it turned into a whole back and forth. Generations is growing up on this way of thinking, this way of life, this technology, doom and gloom. Everybody is miserable. Everybody. This ain't a money thing. It's not, well, you know, the people with money is... No. They look happy. But on the inside, they either... Some about themselves, some about their inner circle, some about their life is in shambles. And it's like that for practically everybody. And I'm trying to figure out why. The only thing I can think of is this way of this fast booming way of life with technology, social media, instant gratification, phones, cell phone, smartphones, the whole nine. Yeah, it could be a gift, but it's also a curse. Technology has been a gift to us. It has. It's brought a lot of good things, great things. But people don't talk about the bad that it brings. People don't talk about that. The stigma that is that's casting upon society. You go on the internet right now, it's all about the have and the have-nots. Some racial crazy stuff. Some Karen lady that's talking out of her ass. Black women that is entitled, ghetto, and nasty. Ass shaking everywhere. Who got the best body? Who looked the best? That's all on the internet. Outside of the racial and the political crap, and I don't even talk politics, so I ain't gonna go there. It's like divide and conquer almost. It's like pick a side. Everybody gotta be put in these groups and these ways of thinking that's like, and it could be very detriment to your mental. Seeing all that. This, like, to me, I don't care what nobody say. These times is weird. These times is weird. On all levels. On all levels. And I'm going to keep it real. Am I perfect? No. But I don't subscribe to that way of thinking. I don't. I live my life. I do what I got to do. Take care of family, my kids. Love my family. However, from whatever angle I can. Go to work every day. Chill. I'm not perfect, but at the same time, I don't subscribe to that way of thinking. I don't subscribe to the way of, yeah, this is how you gotta be towards people. This is how you gotta treat people. If they not such, they beneath you. If they not with this type of way of thinking, they weird. If this ain't this, this is that. It's like you shutting everything out, and then you want people to just. That's why people don't know whether they coming or going, or they don't know how to socialize or even articulate a regular human phrase or sentence in person, because all they used to is picking up this thing and doing like this all day. Or doing like this all day. Robotic behavior. But I'm the weird one. I made the video weeks back. I'm from an era that no longer exists. What you think, they just popped up into my head? No, because I am from an era that no longer exists. This ain't my era. I'm here, and I'm thankful to be here, but this ain't my era. I'm from an era where people respected people. Was it bullshit going on through the crack? Yes, but not like this. It wasn't like this. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm from a whole generation where people were kind and people were loved and people had pure generosity. No, it was BS going on practically anywhere you looked. This is on a different level. This is on a crazy level. It's more of a mindset. That's the part that got me, is a mindset. And if you're not with that mindset, you are outcast. Or if you speak on the fact that society is a problem, you trying to stir up stuff. You think I pulled this stuff from the sky? I live in this world. I live in this life. I have internet too. I see what is being displayed and what is being paraded and pushed. Pushed. It's not like, all right, this is just it'll die there. No, it's being pushed. It's being pushed that this is how we need to be. It will demean you if you're not with it. If you're not a part of this, you go ahead with yourself. Weirdo. I'm just talking. It's garbage. It's garbage the way some people is moving out here. It really is. People don't have trust. They don't have feelings. People can't feel. People can't feel for one another. Like, you know how you might do something, everything, like every action has a reaction, right? Now, certain actions don't have no reaction because people can't even feel no more. And I'm not just talking about relationships. I'm talking about life. People don't feel. It's like, ho-hum. Because people are so messed up in their mind that anything is possible. Or this happened, oh, all right. Just gotta go with the punches. People are miserable. I don't care how much you see them smiling. I don't care how many times you check their page and they got this going on and that going on. People are miserable. Fact. It's fact. It ain't no, he going over the top. Oh, he reacted in a certain way just to, no. I can't be the only one seeing it. And when I look back, because anybody that know me know, I will sit here on YouTube on my phone and watch videos from 1983. And it won't be it'll be McDonald's in 1983. Just people interacting, like people going to McDonald's, ordering, sitting down, eating. Yeah, I'm weird like that. But it's just the nostalgia of, damn, this was a thing? Why is everybody so well behaved? Why are everybody so damn near borderline proper acting? Why is everybody so considerate and compassionate? How? Yeah, it was once a thing. Not no more. And the fact that people accept it and make it seem like they turn the eye to it, act like it's not a thing, that's more of the problem I got with it. Not the fact that because times is going to change no matter what. Times is going to change. Ain't nothing supposed to stay stagnant. Things progress and evolve. I'm cool with that. But the fact that people just sit back and be like, that's just the times, and, oh, you can't, that's bullshit. It's one of them things that have you somewhat for a loss for words when you really think about it, because you never thought it would get this bad. You never thought like no, it's a little shaky, but it'll get, it can't get worse. And it has gotten worse. It has gotten worse. And as years and years go on, it's getting worse. There's no joy, no happiness. It's nothing. It's not. What you see is propaganda. I see people happy all the time. It's propaganda. It's BS. Trust me. Yeah, can somebody have a good moment? Yes. I'm talking about overall quality of life. Nothing to do with money. Get money out your head for a minute, because that's another thing. And we all love money, but money ain't always everything. Just ask some celebrities. Y'all hear the stories and see the stories. If money was so this and that, why you hear about so many celebrities' downfall? Why you hear about the trials and tribulations of these millionaires? Everybody go through the ringer. People, it's called life. So let's get the money part out of your head and just get the peace of mind part in. And people are miserable. Tell me what y'all think. I'm out.